On the 75th anniversary of Korea's liberation from Japanese colonial rule, South Korean President Jae-in insisted his government is ready to sit face-to-face with the Japanese government at any time. But Moon's speech came less than 2 weeks before what we now know, that Shinzo Abe is stepping down on health grounds after becoming Japan's longest-serving Prime Minister. But where does his announcement last Friday leave South Korea-Japan relations? On the surface, one might presume it at least opens up an opportunity, because Abe has been blamed in this country for causing Seoul-Tokyo ties to plummet. His historical revisionism and push against Japan's decades-long pacifism has stung unhealed wounds. Since Moon took office in 2017, we've seen a particularly rapid downturn as South Korea abandoned a deal reached between Abe and now imprisoned former President Park Geun-hye to settle the issue of colonial-era sexual slavery. And the diplomatic climate became even frostier amid a legal standoff over Japan's past abuse of Korean laborers and subsequent trade war. What happens next may be influenced to a certain extent on who succeeds Abe. Chief Cabinet Secretary Yoshihide Suga and Defense Minister Taro Kono are considered hardline candidates, but there are moderate options who Seoul could work with, such as former Foreign Minister Fumio Kishida or ex-Defense Minister Shigeru Ishiba. For South Korea, the next Prime Minister will need to show sincerity and responsibility for the past as a prerequisite for resolving their conflict. Some experts are optimistic. The New York Times cited analysts expressing hope that Abe's successor will take steps to improve relations with South Korea, partly because Seoul and Tokyo share regional interests. Realistically, though, the same right-wing influences that Abe has apparently been feeding will still be there. 4 other members of the Abe cabinet recently visited the Yasukuni Shrine, upsetting Koreans among others because World War II war criminals are enshrined there. And while the Abe government's approval rating has been sliding this year, Tokyo's stance on South Korea doesn't appear to be a factor. In fact, according to a Japanese Cabinet Office survey released at the end of last year, public sentiment towards South Korea fell to a 41-year low. So this rift runs deep. And the most realistic ambition for now might be to at least improve an economic relationship that's suffered at a particularly bad time globally.